So you guys, I'm done with my household chores and I just want to freshen up and relax this lovely Friday. I came across this drama, like a clip of this drama. The title of drama is Hierarchy. It's just 7 episodes, yeah. So I said I'm going to watch it, and just give my feedback after every episode. So that will be today's vlog. Okay. Let's go freshen up first. So, I'm done with episode one, and I have. Okay, I promised myself I'm going to spend like 5 minutes, like express myself about what episode maybe. So, for episode one, there are a lot of things. First of all, the scene that made me run to check the drama out of that one from the idea where I guess I'm going to say, instead of hierarchy, blah blah blah, people that are written is supposed to like lead the assembly before, bottom of the food chain, there's no proof and there's king can't ha. So now, the first scene, like, yeah, that's like before that, I don't know if that, I can't remember, but like the beginning of things where somebody, a kid's running around, like high school kid, like the guy, he's running around and he's like scared this is my sister, everything, and so somebody, kills him, runs him over with their car, and you don't know who the person is. So he dies, but then you see the name tag is can he. Again, I saw can he, I don't know if it's up with me. So now the scholarship student in this school, teaching high is can ha, and can ha joins the school. And first of all, like off straight off the bat, a lot of things are odd about him. Because this kind of thing where you just notice that everybody uses me, so you try to put yourself in line, and all that. He doesn't do that. He acts as if he has a very thick skin. In fact, I see his skin is made of metal. And I was like, ignore that. Then somehow Kanha is playing piano as a part-time job for Jay's house, Jay's family. You see the certain way that there is a guy, the main honcho, the richest kid in the school, the one whose grandfather side in the school. His name is Rian. So Rian is texting somebody, Jay, and he's texting, and obviously she's not replying, like she's ghosted him again. So we know that Jay is his girlfriend, obviously, and she has ghosted him. And then we see Kanka playing the organ at Jay's home, but his hair is all below, and he looks almost unrecognizable, whatever. So then another very thing for me that I wrote it down is where Jay is walking away like from a luncheon, and all of them are going to have tea. And then her father follows her, and then he's like talking, he's berating her birth mother. He's berating her birth mother, and we get a glimpse that Jay just came back from America. I'm not trying to tell you the impression. So the point where the father is disgusted by her look, he says her dress is unbecoming, and I feel like it's unbecoming because it's black. Maybe her birth mother died or something like that, and it's like you change your dress. Then he goes and he uses his thumb to like smear off her lipstick, and like the color is disgusting, reminds me of your birth mother, all of that, and it's so very appalling and disgusting. So it's stuck with me. And then another thing again stuck with me where Jay reeling from conversation with her father just throws off the dress, father touches, and she's in her like inner way, it's skirt on, and then she meets Kanka. Kanka is chained some ways off away from the home, and she doesn't even care that he's there. She's just like very peaceful, she's vaping and all of that. The first episode sets the scene of the story. Yeah, there is a school that is nepotism personified, and it's so bad that only the like before you even leave a general assembly, the richest person in the room, richest student in the room has to leave before you, and that is Rian. We get the sense that a scholarship student is kind of happy-go-lucky and he's not going to follow any of their rules or something. Get, but where is going to see 40 million won to sign up for fencing classes or rowing classes? He even steps up to Rian to give him a handshake even after several warnings by fellow scholarship students. But then at the party where this person is giving, where Kangha, that's a scholarship student, Kangha is giving a drugged drink. There's this look he gives to the mirror where if you watch that scene of him looking into the mirror, it feels like he has an agenda. And it makes sense because there's no way you would be in an environment where everybody is basically treating you like some kind of leper and you'd still be, I don't know, bouncy, happy go lucky. Only if you are, you're not even interested in the school or the system, nobody's doing your business. All you care about is something that you want to achieve. And we get to see that at the end of episode one, where we see that the guy that died in the very first scene of the show was his elder brother. So, and his elder brother was also a scholarship student. Duh. And then there's the other side, the other part of the plot that is Rian and Jay's relationship. I get the feeling that their relationship is important to Kang has motives and agenda for being at Jushin High. Episode 1 sets the scene for us. Basically, we see what hierarchy means among the students. We see, the principal, the headmistress that is very unmoved and she looks like a robot. It's the annoying girl, best friend of Jay. That's Hera. Hera wants to be with Rian because she's like, oh, Jay and Rian are having problems, so I'm going to jump in. But then again, Rian, his connection to Jay doesn't seem so empty. Like it feels like they have a deeper connection. You get, like it feels like they mean a lot to each other. And even Jay even said that they met each other when they were 6, and now that they are 15 or 16, they are. She wants them to break up. You get, but Ria doesn't have this reaction of the typical, rich guy that is mostly an asshole. He has the reaction of a rich guy that is an asshole but with feelings. So that's my take on episode one. Let's go to episode two. So I think there's a pattern here because first episode ended with Kang Ha kissing uh Jay, and now second episode is ending with Jay confronting Kang Ha's whole purpose of being in their school or being at their school. So I don't know. I feel like there's a pattern here. I don't know what it is yet. But first of all, episode two, it had a slow start because it started with us having a glimpse into Rian's home life, which is that he has a mother who does not have any form of attachment to him, and he's just raised in a big ass house with maids and tutors and assistants and all of that nonsense. And it's like, bro, I can't feel pity for this person. I can't feel pity for you. Please, can we get on with the story? It's like people are from horrible homes, horrible households, and that's why they react the way they do in society. But I cannot pity you, Rian. It's just not possible. I cannot empathize with you. So rest. So it's slow. I wanted to even stop watching it, yeah, but I just like, let's just go on. Kanka confronts his homeroom teacher with the facts of how the school is set up because she's like all kind of having this stern attitude towards him, and it's like, bro, I know what you are, you know what I am. Just get off your high horse with me. You get like he kind of made her feel like they were on the same level, and she does not have any right to, speak to him with a teacher that is put in charge of a student, a minor would. So I don't know. I feel like she begins to, I don't know, empathize with him a bit or feel pity for him. Her usual aloofness, she kind of drops it to thank her because of something that happened, whatever. Another thing that this episode two made me feel was that I think Jay is a weirdo. I think she's a weirdo because we now start getting flashbacks of the student that died earlier, in episode one. And I got his name wrong. His name is Inhan. So Inhan was apparently very close to Jay to the extent that she confided in him when she found out that she was pregnant. I think she showed him her stick, that thing for testing when you're pregnant. So and then he was like, no, we'll find a way out, and she was like losing her mind. And I know this because somebody sent a video of that exact scene to Jay blackmailing her, threatening her. But the person has not given her any demand yet. You get so I feel like Jay is a weirdo because she saw a camera on in hand's pocket, jacket pocket, and it's like it's in hand or was in hand a bad guy. Why was he recording her? But I feel like he was set up because barely had they even started, like as they started consoling her and all that before some guys barged in and they were like, hey, you in hand, who are you doing? Get away from Jay. And it was at a party apparently, a Wujin's party. I think Wujin is the big guy with the huge angry face, and all of that. No way that guy is a 16-year-old, like his thighs are so big and muscular. It's like you're looking at a 20-something-year-old man at least, like maybe 27 or something. Who cares? Whatever is the story. Another important thing about that I like is that you get to see that they put the poor or the scholarship students in or the lower class students in this position where they have no choice but to gang up and beat up one of their own. That kind of thing where it's like, oh, because people are poor, you should band together, and if you are rich, you people should band together, and then the poor people will fight the rich people. It doesn't work like that in real life, in the sense that the rich people control the resources, control all the systems. Systems are geared to favor the rich people. So there is no way the rich people are going to allow the poor people, be. They're going to enforce and control their lives at every step of the way. And that's what Eugene does to a senior, a third year student that is also a scholarship student. He kind of threatens him to put Kankai in line. And you see like four different scholarship students, they waited outside his villa or his house to beat him up, to threaten him to make his life hard, when he went for the healing retreat. And that's what season two was all about, this healing retreat. Like the healing retreat is so cool because they get to do different things, and just for a day, just go for healing or whatever the fuck it is, that you see from a very rich school. So episode two was cool. It had a slow start, but yeah, it was all right. I enjoyed the end part, and the Hera is always there like a mosquito buzzing in Rian's ear. That, oh, let's fake date. I know what fake dating does. Like, what fake dating means essentially. Like, eventually you date this person. So I don't know about it. I don't know. I feel like I want to stop it too. Like, I feel like after episode three, I'm going to stop because there's no light, and watching it takes a lot of battery power. The end of episode two is Jay confronting Kanga and being like, "Oh, I know who you are because of the bracelet that she saw on his wrist that this guy had on in her had on." So she was like, "Why are you here in this man?" Like, "Oh, I guess you know who I am." You get, "Oh my god, there's so much noise. I'm sorry. I hope you get the gist of what I just said." The fun thing about Pyramid Game. Pyramid Game gave me no boys. There were no boys involved in their lives, and I was so happy for it. So I feel like this is kind of like a reverse of the typical poor girl comes to a rich man's school, and the rich man's son or the richest boy in the school is falling for the poor girl and gives her some sort of protection, and then Jay does the whole fake dating thing too with Kanka to protect him from Rian, and his machinations, and it's like, pyramid game, help me, yeah. Okay, for episode 3, yeah, I made something of a chart. It's like a skeleton of my of the little things I was able to piece together this episode. But before that, I want to say the little things that I have not paid attention to, I have not mentioned since we started the video. First of all, um, the friend of Kim Rian, the one that follows him everywhere, the guy, he's having an affair. He's literally sleeping with his homeroom teacher. That homeroom teacher is that one that said that Kanka was like, hey, don't talk to me like this, we're on the same level, or you're just a coward, blah blah blah. Yeah. So, and the way he's treating her, the way they both their dynamic, it seems as if she's submitting to him. And this boy, let's say in the context of the film, this boy is like 15, 16, or 17 years old. I'm just trying to add age because, like, but I think, I don't know what is it. What would you call that out dynamic? Because his parent has a bucket load of money, you get, and she's just like a poor fucking homeroom teacher. Maybe if she hadn't given in to his demand, he would have, I don't know, gotten her, like fired her or something. And it's like the way they interact, I think they like each other, which of course is not true, but like, I don't know, how do you interpret that dynamic? Of course, sensibly, she's literally the adult here. Whatever happens, even if she loses her job, it's like she can get the fuck away from him. But like I said, it's not as important as this thing I just came to now. This is my dear chat. The second thing is Chanmin. Chanmin is, I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, but Chanmin is the son of the principal, and he has a nickname, Moss. So he says he worked really hard for that nickname. So it's like this character, this person that nobody notices, that is in the room or something. So I feel like his personality and his character allows him to be private to a lot of information. And now I suspect he had a hand in Hans death, because he was asking his mom, like, how did you bury it? That nobody, not even an article came out about it. And she was like, what are you talking about? And she dismissed him, but obviously she knows something, because I see later that every single student in the school has this app that records every single thing they do. They may be reading, they may be talking with their friends, all their gossip, all their private gist guy. This app is recording it, and none of them are aware of this hidden camera on their phones, or this hidden recording on their phone. And I'm like, if such, and then when she's done with the recording, she gives it as a hard disk to Brian's mom. I remember Brian's mom is the one that built the school, like it's her and her husband that built the school, Jushin. So it's like, what if they're the ones blackmailing JE? You get, and then it brings me into this chat I made. So in this chat, in this episode, they have a parent night, because Rihanna's mom was like, oh, her son is saying she doesn't give him parental affection, so she wants to prove to him that she's giving him parental affection. And it's so fucking weird. That woman is a fucking weirdo. Okay, that's beside the point. So Jay's father says that he picks out a dress, like he's the one literally picking out her dress, picks out the makeup, picks out her jewelry, he even wears it for her, which is icky as fuck. But anyway, that's not the point. Jay tells Jay's father tells her that yeah, his friend's son would be showing up, and his friend's son is like a junior. He's in first year, Jay is in second year, and he has an elder brother in New York. So the way the man was speaking was like, the families are going to meet, you get, very soon. And she was like, I don't know, I don't think I she was like, see, you don't have a choice. It's not about what you want. Since the day you were conceived in your mother's womb, we have decided that that's how your life would go. So they head to the parents teacher meeting, and then Rian's mom too, she comes because she wants to give her son parental affection, and he's just looking at her like, is this person normal, you get, like, but he follows her along. And I feel like Rian, he's the kind of person that his mother shields him from all her dirty doing. So he probably thinks he's some kind of big shot, he probably thinks he knows everything that's going on in his life. But the way his life is, the way I saw their dynamic is like, his mother does a lot of things for him that all without his knowledge, you get. So let's get to the chat. So there's Jay's father here, and there's Rian's mom here. Now, I had to ask myself when I was watching the episode, does she like Jay? No answer. Then Jay's father has a plan to give Jay to what his friend's son. So those two now, Jay is in the middle, and I'm like, okay, just a few months ago, like how many months back, you know, Jay was pregnant. What happened to the pregnancy? How did she resolve? How did she resolve it? Who was the father? And then did Jay's father know about the pregnancy? Did Rian's mom know? No knowing she collects information on students. Now, did Rian's mom know about Jay's pregnancy? Then, Jay was saying something to Inha when she was panicking, like, "Oh, bro, like if my father finds out, he's going to bury me. He's going to hide me away. I'll never see the light of day. I'll end up like my mother and all of that." So I don't think her father knew about it, but it's for us to see. We're seeing episode 3. So, and then why did she go to America for 3 months? Yeah, what was she doing in America? I don't imagine her father would just let her have freedom of movement like that. You get that she would just leave the country for 3 months. So I don't know if her father probably helped her with the pregnancy matter. That's another one. So now there's a very big overtone of parents using their children, because everybody that sends their child here, obviously, their net worth is nothing compared to Jay's father and Jushin, the company, like the school's founders. So it's like everybody sends their child there to be used. So there's Hera, that is Jay's best friend, that best friend in Koto, and she has successfully started fake dating Rian. You get, so it's like, okay, Jay's father is like, Hera's father is like, hey, Shay, you and Jay are besties. I tried to do business with Jushin and the business fell through. So I feel like her father's company is hanging by a strand. Like, I feel like they are heavily in debt. But Hera's father is like, oh, I need to connect with Jay's father. Like, I need to do business with him to be saved. And Hera is like, she's on bad terms with Jay, because she doesn't tell her father that. She just tells her father, and she's still best friend with her, because she's on bad terms with Jay, because Jay told her literally to back off. That it's not a matter of being jealous or not, but you can't just move on to my ex-boyfriend so soon after I broke up with him, and it's even fucking weird, And Hera took that to heart, like, bro, like what do you take me for? That kind of thing of pride and all of that now. And Jay is basically telling her to stay in her place, like you are nothing compared to me, and Rhea and all of that. But whatever, that's not point. So they're now at the parent conference, yeah, and Kanka is there because he plays the piano as a side gig, as a part-time job. So he's there with his crew and they're playing the piano, and Hera gets this genius idea, because Jay absolutely shut her down when she asked for audience with Jay's father. Jay's father's name is Jay. You just imagine it's Jay. So Hera uses, like, for her father's sake, asks Jay to give her audience with Jayu, that's Jay's father. So Jay just shoots them down, says, he's busy, I'll tell them later. And in Jay's head, her head is like running wild with her father's madness and, him pressuring her destiny and all of that. So, anyways, she doesn't have time for their bullshit. But Hera is pissed off and she's running like wild in her head. Different things are playing out, and she sees her father in the corner like some kind of sniveling rat, in the face of Jushin, that's Rian's mom, and Jay's father, and they're like literally sending each other laser beams through their eyes. They're both, sending barbs, and some random guy comes into their media and is like, ha ha ha, like, what if people are so big of an enemy, so that means they don't get along. So if people are just so big enemies, rivals in the business world, what if your kids, end up getting married and all? And the mother is smiling so hard. The real mother is like, but she's fucking pissed, and she would not like that idea at all. Same as Ju is just like there looking around like, the fuck is this? What the fuck is this man talking about? But both of them are just like smiling through their teeth and saying how they reject each other very profusely. And then the man is like, okay, forget after binding them for so long, he's like, I'll back off, all of that. And they're just looking. So Ju looks at Rian and is like, Rian, as per, there's no way he would put eyes for my daughter or something. And then the mother just, and Rian is like breathing heavy, wants to step in and be like, actually,
actually. But the mother just steps in and be like, well, Jay, Brian is not like that. It's good that they are friends and they're going out, they're getting along well. That's all that matters. And Brian loses his chance, to put himself forward before his father. And I'm like, oh, so Mumu, you are dating this girl for how many years? Or you like her for how many years? You don't know that your family hates her father's business, her own family. You don't know, you're not aware. Then you like her so much, you don't know that she pretends everywhere she goes, or she's not herself. Like, okay, fine, you people can love each other to the best of your ability because people are stunted by your horrible parental background, and you are stunted emotionally. I don't mean stunted materially, you have everything, but like, so you won't notice that this girl is under serious pressure from her parents or something. You get, you're just in love with the image that she presents to you. So it's like, bro, like, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? Like, even if you're fighting for your love, how would you fight for your love for your parents to, for you guys parents to allow you to get to just be an explosion, a bad one. So Hera, in her mad brain going wild, at some point in the as the movie is going along, I see where Hera starts to see everything as if it's some scenes in a play, that the spotlight is coming on different characters in her head, and then she just does the wildest thing ever, and she drags Kangha into the whole mess, and she's like, oh ho ho, she says a lot of BS, and then she faces Jay, that Jay's scary fucking father, and she faces, and she goes like, well, Brian and Jay cannot date because Jay already has a boyfriend. Drags Kankai into the frame, and I'm like, are you mad? And I don't think this is because of Rian. I think it's just a matter of personal pride. I think she has always deluded herself into being a best friend to Jay, even if she really just had feelings of competition and jealousy, not jealousy, envy, towards Jay and everything that she is. You get, but Jay is so good at hiding her fucked up family issue that she presents such a perfect image to the world. So people think she has it all, especially even the people that are closest to her. Hera drags Kanka into the frame, and God, you need to see everybody's like blown out. The principal is vibrating with fear. JU turns with the scariest motherfucking gaze, and he looks at his daughter, and you can see this girl shaking. You can see JU shaking like a leaf in the wind. Like if you blow her, she's going to fly away. This man is fucking mean. But I guess, like, when you see children as not children, as things like inconveniences that you need to just, the best, at worst you send them out of your house, at best you use them to further your business growth or business opportunity or business advantages. Yes, Hera now puts the icing on the cake, and she goes, noblesse oblige, the greatest value that our school Jushin offers to the whole country, JE dating Kang Ha, and it's like, and the credits roll. I wish I could continue this, but I'm gonna have to stop here. If you have completed the show, let me know. Don't tell me I end because I don't like spoilers, but let me know if you enjoyed it. Tell me your general feelings. And do I have a favorite character? As of now, yes, my favorite character is Rian's mom. Bro, I love her. She's insane. Like, I like people that are just so insane. They're so caught up in their own madness that they don't even notice. Like, it's impossible for you to like infringe on their bubble, that their delusions and bubbles that they created for themselves, and they have this absolute power to keep up that bubble, and that is the bubble that Rihanna's mom living, and I love her. She's insane. When she smiles, her cheekbones are so pronounced that you see shadows on that. She's so pretty. I love her. She's my favorite character. She's my favorite character. Everybody keep an eye for Charmin. I feel like Charmin could be really dangerous. But anyway, thank you for spending this Friday with me, and thank you for watching this drama with me. Even if I cannot do an actual, like, screen and all of that, but thank you for being here. Bye bye. I will complete it. I feel like I will complete it if they bring lights. But if there's no lights, I can't allow my phone to die because I want to watch Hierarchy. You guys would think I'm making this up, but they just brought the lights. Hey, so that means the one, like, the universe wants me to finish this drama, eh? Hey, Baba God. I don't have a choice. I have to see there's light. Ah, let me charge my phone and continue the drama. Let's just continue.